Yeah, I'm teaching all the same ones. Start out in unique preps. It's really nice. Yeah. Still have some work to do though. I'm gonna go back to my office today. Gotta clean up the rosters. I like to have a photo roster, so I have all the photos and reviews. I've got to do a couple of things on the syllabi and the Canvas pages. Yeah, they're tiny. Yeah.
I never used the info.
Oh yeah, they say you should just ask them because it could be wrong. Yeah. Yes. I have them introduce themselves and I try to match them up. Yeah, and then I make corrections whenever. Yeah, one of them call if they have a nickname or something. I'll take first chance. At least I have to trade off. It really sounds good though.
The quick way to do it is just to say them.
How do you do that on the spot?
They go B flat, E flat, E flat,
I can do it to B flat, but I can't do. For some reason, one note difference is difficult for me. But I can read, and I can kind of do it. If I have cello music, I can read it, but it may not be in the right octave. But I can kind of read it. Oh wow! Yeah, you're right. Cello has a lot. Yeah. How do you find music? Oh wow, that's great. You should play cello for one of these events. That'd be so beautiful. Oh. I bet you're better than you think.
She put those like
It's good. It's not like soak the outside of the
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Faculty and staff? Yeah, had time to make the donuts. Showing my New England roots. Students, how you feeling? You okay? Is this early? It's too early for you on a Saturday morning? I know. We know that. Used to be earlier, you know. We've adapted. Thanks for showing up. Seriously. How you doing over there? Families, how are you feeling? Yeah. All right, so convocation, this is our formal welcome to Landmark College. We have a convocation, of course, for the fall semester and then very important spring semester. And it doesn't last long, maybe what, an hour or so? You know, an hour or so, and you students, if you're anything like me, you know, I would have dreaded something like this in college, you know, honestly, I would have. But when I did do it, oftentimes some things resonated with me, and I remembered some of the things people told me. Some of the speeches I just, you know, they didn't register or resonate, some did. So hopefully you'll hear some things today that inspire you, probably from the student or the alumnus that's going to speak in particular. So it'll be worth you all, but it won't be long, okay? I'll tell you that much. I want to thank Dr. Marcus for setting up new student orientation, Craig and his whole team, and Justine Gaskamp, along with her understudy Whitney, for setting up this event right now. So thank you for that. All right. So I'm going to keep it really brief. I always do at convocation, and I typically say the same stuff. I apologize to those who've heard it, you know, for years and years and years. But, you know, you're here because you're college capable, right? We know that. You may not be college ready. That's pretty typical. You're here because you need the right college environment. You know that. We are much more selective than you might think in terms of our admission. So we try to keep this place optimally sized. And you're chosen. You were chosen because we know you can make a difference in this world, and we know you need a college education. Of course, you know, our focus is neurodiversity and learning differences. That's our specialty. We are a traditional college in most other ways, except for the intentional elements we have in the academic and the student life components. So you're here because you need the right college, period. And Landmark College is the best in the world when it comes to students who may learn differently, period. Whether you're here for a bridge semester or you're here for a bachelor's degree, it's the right place. And whether you're online, I know we have LC online families and students right now, you're also in the right place, so to speak, with that modality. So welcome as well. I do need to say one thing, though. I'm focusing entirely on the students here, and the families. So this is a highly resourced environment. Many more resources than you'll find at a typical college. And you never have to worry about which professor you have, whether that person will understand you, or about the staff. We all understand that you need this environment for success. But it's not a magical place. This is not a magical environment where you come in and boom, you're automatically going to redress some of the challenges you had. That's not how it works, okay? This is simply fertile ground. This is the right place, but you have to work hard. Not magical. You have to work hard, and typically you'll find success. Maybe for the first time in a college environment. So remember that. Because it's not a magical place, because it's simply the right environment for you to succeed, we need you to meet us halfway. So I say this all the time, and I mean it, go to class. That includes labs and studios and everything, okay? Go to class. Don't miss class. I made that mistake. I remember thinking, I'll get the notes. I'm tired. It's 3:15. Yeah. Stupid. I remember that in college. I used to do that once in a while, and it was never the same because I'd miss some sort of tangential conversation in the classroom that could then manifest on a quiz. I'd miss it. Go to class. Is that prudent advice, faculty? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, oh, I mean, you better go to Josh Moise's class. I know that. I know his policies. A couple other comments. Oh, work closely with your advisor. All right, work closely with your advisor. I can't stress this enough. And go to the Drake Center. I mean, we all know that this is an expensive model, right? This is a really expensive model. We're not for profit. So we try to put all the money that comes in into our model. It costs a lot to run this place. And families, you know, this is not easy for them. So avail yourselves of the resources, all right? Do that. Try to break out of some habits you might have and go and avail yourself of all the resources. Get your money's worth, basically. Also, are you familiar with the rush principles? What are they? All right. Yeah, rush principles. Yeah, it may sound corny, but it's actually true, you know? Treat people with respect, period. This is a really, really inclusive place, all right? This is, as I often say, it's baked into the cake, inclusivity. Differences are strengths, okay? We really want to live it at this place. We're not perfect, and you're not perfect. We understand that. Think about the rush principles. Don't hurt anybody, okay? If you do, you'll go home. Parents, you want that? No, look at them. They're scared to death right now. Okay. College, you can make mistakes. We understand that. Just be mindful of others and the rush principles, okay? Be good citizens here, okay? Now, in terms of making mistakes academically and in student life, of course it's going to happen, and we're going to help you. Okay, you bounce off the trampoline, we're going to push you back on the trampoline. We'll keep doing that until we don't have to do it anymore, and that's really what we do, right? We pull the scaffolding away eventually. So we understand that. We understand this isn't easy. We understand that learning environments aren't the easiest thing for you necessarily. You're probably super, super intelligent, but learning, you know, is not necessarily easy for you. We get it. So, you know, we're here to help you. We're here to help you change, okay? Because you're going to have to change the world when you get older. Make friends. I know a lot of you want to make friends. Who doesn't, right? When you're in college. This is one of the things that's not surprises us. It really warms our heart. When we have graduation ceremonies, the students who graduate, they all have the opportunity to come up and talk. And they thank all their favorite professors and staff and all that stuff. But they also talk about their friends. So it may take a while. It may take weeks. It may take months. But you will find friends here. If you hang out in your room and you hold yourself up in your room and you just do gaming all by yourself, of course it won't be so easy. So try to break yourself of those habits, okay? Oh, if you see someone sitting alone in the dining hall and you notice this person has done it before, you know what? You know, level up, as they say, sorry. Level up and go and sit with that person. Say hi. Why not? Okay? Do that. That person could be a lifelong friend afterwards. So that's a little bit of advice from me. Oh, go to class. Perseverance. You know, listen, these are all the things, all the cliches I heard, you've probably heard. It's all about perseverance, okay? You're all intelligent. You're all college capable, but the world is full of intelligent, college capable people who didn't make it because they gave up. They gave up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. That's the most important thing. Don't give up. Okay? Perseverance. We even have a road named after, right? Perseverance Lane, leading up to the residence halls. Went through my notes. Wanted to stress that we recognize that this is a challenging environment for you, but you know you can do it. We know you can do it. If you mess up, don't despair. Don't be alone. Work with your faculty and staff. See your advisor. Be kind to others. Try different things. Let us know what you need, okay? That's what happens when you go to like an optimally sized college of about 500 students. We can adapt and serve you, all right? So you're in the right place. You can do it, and we're going to help you. So welcome to Landmark College. Thank you. All right. And go to class. Okay. Next up, we have a student speaker, Josh Sampaio. So Josh, look, he's ready to get up. Josh just exudes positivity. I don't know if you feel that way on the inside all the time, Josh, right? Because sometimes people do have that aura, but they may have self-doubt and everything else. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just know that every time I see you, you've got positive energy coming from you, and it rubs off on others. And we know that the road hasn't been easy for you either, but look what you're doing. You're persevering, and you're up on the stage giving a speech to incoming students. Josh Sampaio.
I'm so happy to be here. I just wanted to give a thank you for everyone making this all happen. Anyway, hello everyone. Hello students, faculties, and parents, and alums, and RAs. My name is Joshua Sampaio, and I started here at Landmark in January of 2023. I'm here to share my story and offer support along the way. I'm a Brazilian student and identify as neurodiverse. Currently, I serve as a coordinator at the Palance in the Center for Diversity and Inclusion, a senator at the Student Government Association, volunteer as a coordinator for the billiards, and work as a student ambassador here at Landmark College. Today, I want to take you through my journey and show you how my life has transformed since being a student at Landmark. I come from a family of 3 sisters, and I'm fortunate to have an amazing, helpful, hardworking family. On a personal note, I absolutely love football. And for those who play football, let's make some noise. Yep. But I'm not talking about American football. I'm talking about the real football, guys, soccer. Yeah. Some people have mentioned to me that my traits include charisma and a trusting personality. Now, what does that mean to you? What does charismatic mean? Funny you should ask. It means a compelling charm that inspires devotion in others. When I initially arrived at the school 2 years ago, after an incident at another college, I despised college. I was not feeling it, and I was reluctant to learn and engage. However, I reminded myself that this was my second chance and opportunity to dedicate my time and become the person I was meant to be. Some of you might feel like it's impossible or not real, but every one of you sitting in these chairs right now is here for a reason. Whether you think you're forced to be here or dislike school, your life is a timeline of decisions. And success depends on those choices. At Landmark College, everyone wants you to succeed. 2 semesters ago, I told myself it was impossible. I had no chance, but we all have role models, people we rely on. And for me, this is the best place that helped me realize my strengths, become a better person, and find my community. I came here with a negative mindset, neglecting responsibilities, partying, and not attending classes. Every decision has consequences, and working hard is essential. Not everything will come easy, but if you work hard, show who you really are, you will achieve something. I want to share you 2 valuable pieces that people told me. Perfection is the enemy of progress. What does that mean to you? Suggest that you don't have to be perfect at everything. You don't always need to know all the right answers. Instead, ask questions, show up, be yourself, and progress will follow. Secondly, the other valuable advice that I would like to share with you guys as well is the Rush Principles. And again, what's the Rush Principles, guys? Respect, understand, safety, honesty. Thank you. With these principles, they'll guide you to a great Landmark experience and help you with your responsibility and discipline. Before college, I worked at Chipotle as a service manager, becoming manager 2 months after being hired. Many friends doubted me, saying it was impossible, negative thoughts filling my mind, but I told myself I could do it. Everything I'm sharing with you has a purpose. I'm here today because of the guidance of all these wonderful people. I want to give a thank you to Mark Thurman, Isaac Alam, Rebecca Maddie, Josh Ascani, and Jamie Harvey. Listen to them and anyone here. They're here to provide tips on moving your life forward and get the college experience. Thank you, everyone, for all of this. Thank you. It's also my pleasure to introduce the next guest speaker, James Stockwell, Landmark College of 2014.
Hello, all, and welcome to Landmark College. For those of you who don't know, my name is James, and I'm an alumni of the class of 2014 and part of the first cohort of the Associates in Life Science degree. I'm here to share with you my passion and love for this school. It really does change lives. Back in 2012, I was sitting exactly where you are now, listening to various speakers and curious as to what this college would do differently to help with my ability to learn and succeed in pursuit of my successful career, no matter how unknown that was to me at the time. Reflecting in my years in school before Landmark, the three words I would use to describe that is embarrassment, despair, and disencouragement. These were things that I would say corrupted my life during elementary, middle school, and high school. And during this time, I was always viewed as a student in special education, with no expectations, not only by staff, but my peers as well. This had a massive impact on every part of my life. And I think the only thing that really kept me going was this massive amount of support and love that I received from my family and a close-knit group of friends. To paint this picture for you, I remember a group presentation in high school regarding the three branches of the government. There were 4 of us, and each student took a branch to study and present to the rest of the class. I was told by my peers, "Don't worry, James, we'll take care of the branches. Here are some gold stars to decorate the board." The pain that I felt from how my peers truly viewed me really was severe to me. It hurt like nothing I've ever really experienced before. This lack of expectation ingrained itself in my head, and I started to just accept my unfortunate position with no expectation of myself. This continued on for 2 years of community college with no direction of what I wanted to do or accomplish. But now we come to 2012, starting at Landmark College. I felt really like this was my last chance at this college to truly commit and make something of myself that everyone would be proud of, including myself. With this feeling of being on the edge of a cliff and nowhere else to turn, I don't know what happened, but something really just clicked. I put my head down and became obsessed with completing everything that my professors here expected of me. After the first year, I was pulled aside by one of my professors. She sat me down and asked me, "James, you're extremely smart and obviously work hard. What do you see yourself doing? Because from what I've seen from you, you're at a point in your life where you could literally choose anything. And I could truly say, you could make that happen." The tone and sincerity of her voice was truly genuine, and I could tell she truly believed in me. That individual's name is Abigail Littlefield. She retired, but honestly, without her, I can easily say I wouldn't be where I am today. Sorry. With her, I was able to pull myself out of this mindset where I had no expectation of myself. And I could truly say I would, not be here without that conversation. You see these professors here at Landmark College, you don't know it yet, but they're not here for the paycheck. They're here because they have a true passion to help you all. They are here for you, and they are here to change your life for the better. But please take my advice when I say, the more you put into this place, the more it will offer you, and the more you will get out of it. Your future self will truly thank you. Today, I'm proud to share that I am a respiratory care practitioner at Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center with my associates in respiratory therapy and bachelor's in health science. On a daily basis, I get to work directly with doctors in the intensive care unit's emergency department. My specialty as a respiratory therapist is truly respected by doctors when it comes to the disease process of the lungs, ventilator settings for patients who are intubated, as well as the best strategies to assist with patients who are suffering from COPD or asthma. On a daily basis, I stand at the head of the bed in emergency situations and assist doctors with intubating someone who is in critical need of having me breathe for them. I've come a very long way, and I am finally able to say I'm truly proud of myself. But it all started here at Landmark College. Your life-changing experience starts now. And again, put everything you can into this, and you will thank yourself later. As a closing remark, Dr. Peter Eden, at the end of the ceremony, will be handing you each a token. He handed this to me in 2012, and I still have it today as a reminder of how far I have come and everything that I have accomplished since receiving it. And with that, I would like to introduce my friend Michael Luciani, Vice President of Student Affairs. Thank you.
Wow. Josh and James, thank you so much for sharing your short stories. We appreciate you, and let's give them some more appreciation right now. I have to say, it's a little terrifying to follow your two speeches up here. But right now, I have the pleasure of introducing you to the student leadership, the current student leadership of Landmark College. So at this time, I would ask the student members of the Orientation, Residential Life, Centers for Diversity and Inclusion, and the Student Government Association to join me here at the front of the stage. The group of students before me consists of students who have chosen to take a position of service and leadership on our campus. And today we want to recognize their exceptional work and acknowledge the profound impact they have on our campus life. In their roles as student leaders, these individuals have committed themselves to enriching the Landmark College experience and serving as a model of our core values of respect, understanding, safety, and honesty, the Rush principles, creating an environment where each student feels valued, heard, and empowered. Their actions, both big and small, will continue to uplift our community and will leave a lasting impact not only on other students, but on our institution as a whole. So to all of you at the front of the stage, thank you for stepping up to this opportunity to serve our campus and the students at Landmark College. And now to our new students. You're about to embark on an incredible journey of discovery, growth, and transformation. And standing before you are the very individuals who have taken that journey and turned it into a pathway of leadership, impact, and inspiration. And today we are asking you to do the same thing. Decide what you have to offer, what you would like to share, and how you can contribute to your community this semester, this year, and then step forward. You all have earned your place here today. You are sharks, fierce, determined, and always moving forward. By being here, you accept the responsibility of the Landmark community that are rooted in our core values of respect, understanding, safety, and honesty. So each day, consider how you can follow these core values and inspire others to do the same. Stand up against intolerance, embrace the diversity that makes us who we are. These are not just words to know and recite. These are values. These values are a benchmark for what we need to hold ourselves to every day. And like every day at Landmark College, it's a great day to be a shark. Thank you. That's it. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Eric Maddie, Professor of Communications and Entrepreneurial Leadership.
Greetings, and thank you for the opportunity to represent the faculty and staff of Landmark and welcome our newest community members. Thank you. But first, before I start, I want to actually recognize a particular group of people in the crowd today, and that is the moms and dads. And I know many of my colleagues are parents, so, but we have a special group of parents today that are doing something epic. And they're dropping their young adults off at college for the first time. Two things. First, the simple fact that you are here tells me that you have done your job. So check the box, parents. I commend you for getting them here. The second thing I would say, I want to assure you that you are leaving these young people in great hands. I promise you. And I too remember this day vividly, actually, like it was yesterday. Me, this 18-year-old boy, and my parents dropping me off at college, at university for the first time. I was a nervous wreck. I was a hot mess. This rural New Hampshire 18-year-old leaving the nest for the first time. And mind you, I am a first-generation college graduate. So, and when it came to that moment, when my mother and father were about to leave me there at the university, you guessed it, I started crying like a 5-year-old getting dropped off at daycare for the first time. And my mom quickly chimed in and she said, "Oh my God, Eric, what's wrong? And maybe this isn't right and you should come home." And my dad knew exactly what to do and say, and he said, "Time to go." And they did, and they left me there and they drove off. And I remember in that moment of having incredible self-doubt, thinking, what was I doing here? Was I smart enough? Had I overestimated myself? Have I gotten myself in over my head? Do I belong in this new community? It hit me hard. And I remember just having great self-doubt in that moment of being and starting college. And so I actually wanted to do a true landmark interactive teaching moment. And let me get a show of hands. Who in here, and Dr. Eden, you mentioned this earlier, self-doubt. Who in here has ever felt that feeling of self-doubt? Yes, thank you. It's universal. It's ubiquitous. And there's a name for this phenomenon, and it's called the imposter syndrome. The imposter syndrome. And it says that when people are taking on new challenges and endeavors, inevitably you will have feelings of self-doubt, uncertainty, and anxiety. Do those sound familiar? And while these feelings are uncomfortable, I would argue that self-doubt, uncertainty, anxiety, these are normal. We just recognize that these are normal feelings and really part of normal human survival. And I would like to recognize a huge upside to the imposter syndrome and these feelings of self-doubt. Students, I would like to ask you today on behalf of the faculty to change your relationship to these feelings. Don't allow these feelings of anxiety, uncertainty, and self-doubt to scare you off or shut you down. Don't let that happen. We all have it. And the positive is that these feelings show that you are curious, you are humble, and that you care about the very thing that you're worried about, that you care about it. It shows your passion. So embrace those feelings, and everyone here realize that they're exactly where they're supposed to be. I wanted to share some neuroscience, actually, that I just really learned recently. And there's a part of the brain, I need to get this name right for my dear psychology friends here. The brain region is called the anterior midcingulate cortex. And the name's not important, but let me tell you about the emerging research and what it says on this region of the brain. The research shows that when people, stay with me here, when people perform tasks they don't want to do, this region of the brain grows larger and stronger. For example, incorporating routine exercise, changing one's diet, civil discussions with people who have different perspectives, and in our case today, welcoming all of you, challenging academic work. When you do these things you don't want to, the brain structure grows larger. And it's not about doing more work. It's not about doing more work. Or it's not about, and let me be really clear, it's not about dangerous or unsafe things. It's really about doing life's everyday things that we don't want to do. In athletes, this brain structure is larger. In overweight people, the structure is smaller, but when dieting or resisting temptation, the structure grows larger and stronger. It grows larger in people who seek challenges and persist through continuous rigor, and specifically that person performing tasks that are not easy to do, and we all know them, the things that are easy to avoid. Scientists believe this is the brain control center for willpower, willingness, and that we can build this area up, strengthen this area of our brain, and like a muscle, if we don't, it will atrophy, it will shrink, it will regress. So students, hear me, and everyone. Willpower is developed and grown by simply doing things you don't want to do. And now, knowing this research, I want to invite you all into the hard work of academics. Reading loads, essays, papers, tests, presentations, projects, group work. We know the work. I lost my spot. I'm sorry. We know the work. Engaging in these opportunities will strengthen your own willpower. Engaging in these things. And so my advice on behalf of the faculty is really to lean into the hard work. Lean into the academic challenges and accept those tasks that you don't want to do. Because ultimately, and we all know this here, life requires us to do things we don't want to do. It really does. So my advice is simple, but it's certainly not easy, and those are not the same thing. But let me boil it down, students. Become comfortable with being uncomfortable. And my students over there are shaking their head because they've heard me say it. Become comfortable with being uncomfortable. Grow comfortability with uncertainty. Grow comfortability with self-doubt, anxiety, and lean into those tasks that you know will be tough. Just maybe it's the secret to building willpower and success, not just here in your academic career, but in life going forward. And this is really important. Keep this in mind. You do not do this alone, and it's already been said here today. You don't get there alone. Critical to your process here is forming relationships and connections with these incredible people that I'm pointing at right now. They are eager to meet you, have deep discussions with you, and they are ready to be part of your journey here. These guys, meet them. At Landmark, we give you permission to focus on the process, not the end result. And what does that mean? And sometimes people look at me with three heads when I say this to my students, but I say, don't focus on grades. Focus on your process. Grades aren't representations of actually accurately how much you've learned always. You know that. So defocus on grades. And at Landmark, focus on the process. Focus on how you learn. Focus on who you are as a neurodiverse learner. Focus on how you study best, where you study, what time, where is your interruption-free study spot? I say go find that spot before the semester starts. Where are you doing your best work and at what time? Embrace and develop the process of reading, writing, test taking, and working collaboratively with others. Embrace those processes. And while here, invest time and thought in your own learning process. Invest time into that. And in doing so, your grade will take care of itself. So defocus on grades. Focus on you, yourself, your growth, and your process. Last thing, I promise. For our new students, and I see a lot of students here, see yourself, visualize yourself right now walking across the stage and getting your diploma. See that. Put that goal in the back of your mind as you engage. Put that goal of seeing yourself in the back of your mind as you engage in this process ahead, starting Monday, of academic rigor, hard work, and the things you may not want to do. Thank you for listening. And on behalf of my peers at Landmark College, I welcome you. Thank you. And now I get to introduce my colleague, and she is the Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Carrie College.
Good morning to our online and on-campus students and families, and a warm welcome to this semester's convocation. It is with great joy and a sense of anticipation that we embark on an exciting academic semester filled with opportunities, growth, and discovery. This event symbolizes the beginning of a journey that holds promise of transformative experiences, new friendships, and the pursuit of knowledge that will shape your academic careers and lives. To our new students, I extend a heartfelt welcome to Landmark. You have chosen to be part of a college that values intellectual curiosity, diversity, and excellence. As you step onto this campus or onto our online platform, you become part of a community who will challenge, support, and inspire you. But you're not alone. Our dedicated faculty, staff, and entire campus are here to guide and support you every step of the way. We are committed to helping you succeed. Show up for yourself and show up for each other. By actively participating and being present, you contribute to a culture that lifts everyone up. In this shared journey, each of us matters. Your commitment to your studies and your engagement in campus life will shape your Landmark experience. As you move forward in your academic pursuits, seize opportunities to grow, learn, and contribute. Take full advantage of these years and strive to bring your best self. In a few moments, President Eden and I will present each of you with the Landmark coin to remind you of this moment. This coin symbolizes the belief we have in you, and by accepting it, you are choosing to believe in yourselves. When times get tough, and they will, you are encouraged to recall the commitment we are making to each other. When you are feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, bored, and you will, take a breath and remember the promise you made to believe in yourself. Our institution is unwavering in our commitment to providing a robust educational experience that equips you with skills and knowledge. Our faculty members are not just educators, they are mentors and collaborators in your journey. Show up, forge meaningful connections, go outside your comfort zone, seek guidance, and immerse yourselves. This commitment is reflected in our values, which you've heard a lot of, the Rush principles. So be respectful to yourself and those around you. Reach out with understanding when you encounter something new or someone who seems different from you. Create a safe space for yourself and others. And be honest with yourself about who you are and what you need to be successful. On the reverse side of the coin is a pathway. This represents your journey. It will include twists and turns, hills and valleys. As you grow and discover more about yourself, you will make mistakes, and you will sometimes choose to change directions. It's okay. It's all part of growth. Today you begin charting a new course and traveling a new path. As you navigate this experience, engage in campus life, join clubs and organizations, and be a part of your community. These experiences will broaden your horizons, hone your skills, and deepen your understanding of the world. In closing, I share with you our school motto, Nosce te upsum, know thyself. Your landmark experiences is designed to help you get to know yourself by engaging in new experiences and discovering who you are. You are the central player. You make this journey possible. Again, welcome. We are delighted that you're here. Thank you. Now we'll have folks lead you up to the front of the stage where either President Eden or myself will hand you the landmark coin.
I know, I see it. All right. That was wonderful. Honestly, I wonder if we can, Mark DiPietro, the VP of Marketing, just all of these speeches were wonderful, but Joshua, James, and Professor Maddie, I just love it if we could have them, accessible to these and all students, maybe on their laptops or on SharkNet, if they want to click it. They were all wonderful, but Professor Maddie's in particular, you might want to dip into that just for a couple of minutes to inspire you. I thought that was fantastic. All of you, nice job. So speaking of developing that part of your brain to do something you don't want to do, and first look at the tropical plants, okay? We're going to go out into the cold, okay? And go up to Upper Campus where we'll have brunch in the dining hall. That's our next step. Okay, so we're going to file out of here. I believe that Josh Moise, the chair of the Faculty Senate, will lead us out. I believe the students will follow and then everyone else, okay? And so come on up, go into the cold, and we'll see you in the dining hall. Welcome to Landmark College. You can do it. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
you.